Hi guys, today we're going to talk about simplicity. How you actually apply simplicity in Jeet Kune Do. What I believe that most people don't really understand what simplicity is or what Bruce meant with simplicity in this martial art. We're going to take the lead hand, how you can use basically one hand or even one technique and counter multiple attacks. It can be kick, it can be punch, it can even be a grab attempt, so that you can use one thing and variations of it, so you don't have to train 10,000 different things. So like against the left punch you do this, against the right punch you do that, or you do that, or you do that. Block number 1 for this technique, block number 3 for another technique. These things can't work in reality. You don't have time to choose the supposedly right block or right answer for each these different techniques. The idea in Jeet Kune Do is that you use few things that work in all the situations. So let's take the lead punch. The lead punch is right, it's a long punch, but not necessarily it's a long punch. It depends how you use your footwork. You can move offside, and when you go forwards, you can cover more distance, so you can counter even kicks with that. So he can punch with his lead hand, doesn't matter what, right? Okay, he can punch with his right hand, his rear hand, okay? He can kick. Okay, that's it. Okay, he can kick with his front. Okay, so that's what he can do. These are different techniques that people can do. Some people can punch here, they can punch here. Okay, they can kick with this leg and also can kick with this leg. And all these things you can actually counter with your lead hand. But the beauty in Jeet Kune Do is you adjust your footwork. You can make your punch work at a longer distance. He wants to punch you. You can go in and intercept. If you're closer, he wants to punch you, you can retract and use the same technique. It can be that he wants to kick you because you have a longer distance, you hold the longer distance to your opponent, and then he has to kick you, right? Also here, right? You can also here use lead hand. See, he runs into your hand, so you can punch like this, okay? You can, if he's closer, you can punch like this, okay? You should cover yourself. Okay, imagine he punches here, okay? And you use the same punch for two different techniques, okay? So the one technique is a punch. Doesn't really matter what punch, it's left hand, right hand, and the other hand is a kick. Now it can be that he lowers maybe his body. He wants to go here and he wants to grab you. What can you do? He wants to grab you, right? You can use your footwork and retreat. And when you do that, you can use your punch as a counter. Imagine you're here, the guy comes in, boom, and you can counter. So you go here and you counter him. You can use a punch. This would be a shovel hook, right? You can use this one. You can even use the eye jab into the eyes. You could also use a different footwork, same idea, and go to the side and use a different hook. All these things you can do. It's the same type of technique, right? It's this hand, different angles. It's a straight hook, right? Shovel hook, okay? Or even back fist or eye jabs. The same basic idea against many different attacks. Then you practice this, you perfect this. You can do this with any other technique as well. Since we have our strong side forward, right? The strong side forward, it's placed closer to the opponent. This is what you would likely do, and it would be wise to do this more often because it's simple, closer to the opponent, which means he has less time to react, and the odds that you are actually successful with your counter are better. It's so little telegraphic, right? Imagine you're here and you counter like this, okay? Which you can do also here, but you have to open, okay? And this is more telegraphic. So maybe during his attack, he can see that, he can adjust, and he has more time to react to your counter. So that's why the lead hand, okay, doesn't matter what he does. If you intercept, right, everything starts from there. If he wants to punch, kick, doesn't matter. Everything starts from there, okay? Even if he wants to grab you, okay? This is just one example of simplicity with JKD. People focus in martial arts very often. What can I do against an attack, against an hook, against straight? Recently a guy asked me, what can I do against a hammer fist? It doesn't really matter, I said. You just move, you counter. Don't counter the technique, counter the person. And this is very important. how you should think. You should think how you counter the person and not how you counter his limbs. Okay guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.